former chief of staff at the Pentagon and CIA, Jeremy Bash. Jeremy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How would you characterize this strike? Peter was just talking about the balance that U.S. officials are hoping Israel would strike to avoid escalation. What did they hit? What's the significance, and how would you characterize it?
Yeah, it appears at this hour, Savannah, it was highly calibrated. I think Israel wanted to go after Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps capability in and near Iran's nuclear facilities, taking out missile and drone capabilities by Iran, showing the Iranians that Israel can go deep into the heart of Iranian territory, but without causing civilian casualties, without triggering another round of retaliation.
Well, we noted that some of these strikes were in areas around Iranian nuclear facilities, but as we understand it, didn't hit Iranian nuclear facilities. Is there a message there?
Absolutely. I think there's a nuclear facility there called Natanz, which is where Iran centrifuges are, where they're spinning uranium and creating nuclear fuel, if you will. And I think Israel is saying, if you take another step to attack us, we could go after your nuclear capability.
Well, the fear, of course, is escalation. We just heard Peter detailing how the White House had sent a message after the drone attacks were repelled last week in Israel, saying, don't retaliate, take the win, trying to tamp it down. What is the vibe there now? I mean, do you feel like this wider war has been avoided for the moment?
Well, I think Israel clearly won this round. They took out these Iranian generals, they stopped the Iranian attack, and they went deep inside Iranian territory. And I think fundamentally Israel wants to focus on its own borders, on Hezbollah in the north, which is an Iranian proxy, and on the ongoing war against Hamas. And after all, there are still more than 100 hostages, including 5 Americans, we think, still being held by Hamas in those tunnels underground. And so Israel has a lot of work to ensure the security of its population and its borders.
This relationship between the U.S. and Israel is complicated between the two leaders, President Biden and Netanyahu. I mean, on the one hand, I mean, the U.S. and its arms and its support of Israel are absolutely essential. On the other hand, it does not seem that Netanyahu is necessarily in lockstep with President Biden.
I think that's right. I think Biden wants the war to end, and Bibi wants to take out Hamas, finish them off. Whether he'll be able to do that without causing much more disruption is unclear at this hour. But these two allies are going to stay together. Most of their conversations are going to be behind closed doors. And I think this week we've seen that the U.S. ultimately will have Israel's back if Iran attacks again.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.